You know what? Screw that Japanese-inspired bullshit. This is the real Teen Titans. Wait, it's the reboot though, huh? Okay, so I guess it's not the real Teen Titans. I couldn't wait for this book, honestly. And I was missing the epic bromance that is Tim, Con, and Bart. Those three make me so happy. Sue me. This book is definitely not what I was expecting, though. Out of all the rebooted titles, I feel like Titans is the one where the word reboot seriously applies. I mean, this issue opens with Kid Flash, who we know is Bart Allen, fucking up royally, as Bart is wont to do. He creates a backdraft and a fire while trying to save a firefighter and blows some shit up. He gets blown a few yards away, but everybody thinks he ran away like a coward, and we learn from a news reporter that he doesn't really have any connection to the Flash, so I guess he's completely new to our world again. I guess. Seems like he hasn't been around for a minute. Then it cuts to Tim being the baddie stalker that he is, keeping tabs on all teenage metas. And the big baddie of the New Titans finds him. You know, they have their little baddie conversation. He's trying to kill Tim because he's like, oh, you've been doing a lot. Because apparently, Red Robin has been extremely active on the interwebs, dumping lots of information and like top secret shit and hacking stuff, like, as Tim does. And this guy finds out and he's after Tim. He expects something a little bigger. I'm thinking he's expecting a meta. So when he finds Tim, he's like, what the hell? And Tim gets away because he blows it up, the penthouse that he's in, and he jumps out the window and whoosh, he's got wings. Concept art for this release was released, or well, not the concept art, but like the cover for this, everybody was like, oh my god, why does Tim have wings? It's so retarded. They look so stupid. I don't know why it's surprising though, because wasn't he trying to develop some sort of glider already in Red Robin? So I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I'm kind of not surprised that he came up with some wings and now bam, he can glide. So, whatever. So Tim flaps his little swan queen wings and flies away all the way to California to find Cassie, better known as Wonder Girl. She's driving a car that she apparently stole and gets stopped by some seeming people who seem to be cops, even though they're not. They're actually the big bad guys that were after Tim, and they're in disguise and they're trying to capture her. Well, Tim pops in and he saves her really quick, and they start trying to shoot Tim and Cassie, and they fly up in a helicopter and try to shoot them. And the entire time, Tim is trying to convince her to go with him, and all she keeps saying is, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not Wonder Girl. Don't call me Wonder Girl. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And Tim is just like, okay, awesome. And he's like, I know a lot more than you think I do. Just listen to me. Eventually, she kicks the shit out of the entire helicopter that doesn't have any people in it, which she is disappointed about because she wanted to crack some skulls. And they both fall into the water. They get out of the water, and Tim convinces her to go with him and trust him and go to the Titans. And let's see. She's finally, yeah, because she finally stops pulling the I don't know what you're talking about act, even though she still doesn't want him to call her Wonder Girl, which is much different from the cast that we know, because back when we first met Cass in the 90s, all she could talk about was being Wonder Girl, so I wonder what her relationship with Wonder Woman is this time. Um, let's see, scene changes, and we're back at the labs where Superboy is being monitored because he already broke out of his thing. I read Superboy 1. I'm not sure if any of you guys did. But what happened in Superboy 1 is basically they've just created Superboy. He breaks out of his tube, and one of these scientists is just kind of in charge of testing him. He's in this little virtual reality um, machine, and they keep just testing his responses because I'm pretty sure they don't know who his second donor is. They know it's Superman, but they don't know Lex Luthor. So I think they're trying to figure out who the second donor is. So yeah. Anyway, he's in his little cage. Big Baddie comes, says, I need him. And then there's a picture of the Teen Titans, and you're like, oh shit, he's gonna infiltrate the Teen Titans. Right? Right. So this issue was a lot to take in. It was really new. Not bad and not good, but just new. I mean, I think after a few more reads, I'll have fully digested the entire thing enough to enjoy it. Without comparing it. Because honestly, that's what you gotta do with the new 52. You gotta stop trying to compare it or to all the stuff that you know, or you'll be disappointed. Um, seems like Young Justice has been completely erased, which hurts a bit because that's my childhood right there. Colin, Bart, Tim, and Cassie don't know each other, and there are three new kids that we get to meet in the coming issues. I am sorely missing the close friendship between Tim, Bart, and Con, but I'm crossing my fingers that it's on its way. Hopefully, it's coming. Bart's as adorably retarded as ever. Still, he's still Bart. Tim is still a creepy bat with his little stalker tendencies, and he's way too efficient at it. Khan has no personality yet, but from what we saw in Superboy 1, it won't be like his Cartoon Network personality. Thank God. Cassie seems to have been turned into a bad girl, which I have to admit I wasn't too happy about when I first heard about it. But the old Cassie was really starting to grate on my nerves, so ultimately I kind of welcome this change because I was really sick of her by the end of Teen Titans. And she still has that same vulnerability that she's always had, making her the most emotionally normal of all the kids. And I really like that. I think it'll be an interesting take on her, and I hope this incarnation of Titans, makes me like her again, because I miss liking Cassie. The art is really good. Nothing like Aquaman, but I approve of the character designs, and there aren't as many dirt faces as there usually are in these books. The story flow was a bit stop and go, but that's to be expected in a team book when the whole team isn't together yet, so it was going, back and forth between everybody. So it wasn't super smooth, but I'm not surprised. Otherwise, it's relatively sound. On a side note, the page where Tim is keeping tabs on all of the teenage metas, we see glimpses of possible cameo characters and reserve members of the Titans, who I'm sure are going to pop up very soon. I saw Beast Boy, Miss Martian, Static Shock, someone who could be Solstice, because it's just this chick surrounded by some light, and I figured it's Solstice. A girl who looks like Raven, and a really tiny picture of an orange chick with super long hair that I am pretty sure is Starfire. It's good to see these familiar faces, and Starfire's appearance gives me hope for her rebooted personality. Maybe she really does remember the Titans. Maybe something happened and she'll remember them later. I mean, I know I'm grasping at straws here, but I really want Starfire to remember everybody because that's where we all met her. So now I've made this unnecessarily long, and I'll leave you with the Titans earning 4 out of 5 stars. I'll be back with another review sometime next week. Bye!